Hello, welcome to BGP Masterclass. Today lab is BGP aggregation. BGP aggregation, how to use. So in this lab we will be see means we this is R1 is AS1 and R2 is AS2 and R3 is AS3. Okay. So accordingly, this interface interface segment is 1 2 segment. This interface segment is 2 3 segment, and this interface segment is 1 3 segment. Okay. So we what will we do? We configure some loopback here. After that we do summarization of that loopback and see the output in other routers. Okay. So with this lab only aggregation. So let's start the lab. So I did already configuration. Some configuration also I done here. Uh, I have done the configuration. What to do? I will be show that configuration. See, this is the BGP aggregation. BGP aggregation, the R1 configuration. R1 simple this router. Okay, R1 AS1 is saying R2 is eBGP neighbor and R3 is eBGP neighbor. Simple configuration. Like that, R2 configuration also same. R2 configuration saying R1 eBGP neighbor and R3 eBGP neighbor. After that we will be see later these things. After that in R3 we do some configuration here. Create some loopback. We'll do the summarization in the lab. So we create 192.168 0 dot segment and 1 dot segment and 2 dot segment and 3 dot segment. Okay. So after that we make as a neighbor, as R1 is neighbor and R2 is neighbor in R3. Okay. After that we configure that loopback in network command. That loopback, what loopback we configure, we do the network command. After that we'll see the update and output. After that accordingly we do the lab. Okay. So last then I already done here. All routers are on. If you see here, I didn't I only IP address configure here. So IP interface brief, I IP address only configure. So run session BGP. I'm not configure any of the router BGP. Okay, only IP address configure. So let's start the configuration. Simply I copy and paste all the configuration here. So this is the R1 configuration, and this is the R2 configuration, and this is the R3 configuration. R3 configuration, you create loopback and advertise that loopback and make a BGP neighbor. Okay, so all the three routers are configured, R1 and R2 R3. So if you see this is the R2 configuration, and this is the R1 configuration, and this is the R2 configuration, and this configuration is R3 configuration. Now see the output in R1. Show IP BGP. So IP BGP, it take little bit time because it takes some time. Now BGP all are BGP come up. BGP is come up. So IP BGP summary, it's showing all our neighbor, all router has two neighbors. Okay, so we'll see the output again here. So IP BGP, see now output came. So we configure here. Here we configure if you see here, we configure in R3 some loopback. Now we are in R1. So this loopback will be received from the two neighbors. Okay. So this is the s path less, so that it will be showing the best path. Okay. So in that same every network we receive the two paths. One is a valid path and another one is the best and valid path. Okay, for R2 and R1 we are receiving, and if we are going R2 also, we will be see the same thing. Okay, so we are receiving from the all the network. Okay, now we are going to configure the summarization in R3. Okay, so here we'll go to the R3, and do this summarization. Okay, we'll do one step by step, and we will be explain everything easily. Okay, so what in here what you did, just to aggregate address and IP address and subnet. Okay, aggregate address, IP address and subnet we just give. Okay, if you see the output in R1, if see this is the summary. Okay, this even just now we created here. Sorry, this one we just now we created summary. So this is the summary. Because here see we are create summary /16. Okay, /16, so that you are showing /16. Okay, if you change here, you do correct summary, means it will become it will come to 52 will come, right? So we'll do the same summary again here. R3, 1 minute. 150 outer BGP, no summary. Okay, after that we do this command. Okay, /22 will be coming here. Okay, /22. Oh, sorry, here I did wrong. 252. Okay, so we did these things, then we see the output of R1. Okay, it takes a little time. It takes little time. We do the clear BGP. It will take right. See, so in R3, in R3 we done we create the summary. Okay, in R3 we create the summary, and we see the in R1 it receive summary route as usual, that as well specific route as usual, summary route. In R2 also, if you see here, so IP BGP same. Okay, specific route and summary route also, both are same, because we are not giving summary only command. If you are giving in this command after that summary only, so that specific route will be not advertised to other router. Okay, so now will be give this command. Okay, in R3. So see R3 what is the in BGP configuration. So run session BGP. See in this here configure aggregate address, IP and subnet. Okay, now we'll give this command. Okay, now see that previous aggregate address will be removed and new will be updated. You see here. Okay, previous one is removed, now new one in a summary only now will be add. So now if you are we are configure the summary only. If you see in R1, see that specific updates are gone, only summary route is available. Okay, if you see R2 also, specific routes are gone. You can ping also, ping 192.168.1.1. Okay, you also ping also 2.1. So the thing is, if when we are configure aggregate address, IP address and mask, so it will be coming specific route with including summary. Okay, when you configure the using extra command summary only, aggregate address, network ID, mask and summary only, it will be coming only summary. Okay, so now will be remove this command. I will do the other step. Okay, we do the other step in this lab. We remove this command. Okay, what we create the summary route. No, we remove that. So run, if you see here, so run session BGP. So that summary command we are removing. Okay, there is no summary command is available. If you see here R1, so all specific routes are coming, no summary routes coming. Okay, and if you see R2 also, IPBGP, so it's coming only a specific route. Okay, now when we do the next step of our lab. Next step what will be do, we create in R2, that R3 summary in R2. Okay, will be see the update. For example, in R3 we created this loopback. Okay, this loopback. Okay, so in R2 we create for R3 summarization, this network summarization in R2 will be see the what is the what will be receive the update. Okay, so in if you go R2, we already done here. What is saying in R2, in BGP aggregate address, network ID, mask and summary only. Okay, so in go to the R2 will give the same command. Okay, after that when we see in R1, IPBGP, see this update coming from the R2. Okay, if you see here, this summary route install in routing table, BGP table. See this is the best path, and it received from the R2. Okay, originated from R2. If you see here also, if this command is originated from R2 and coming via R3. If you see here, this will be coming via I mean R1. This will be coming the update via R3. Okay, R3 then R2 means here say this network generated from the R2. If you go to the R3, here you can see the problem. Okay, so IPBGP, see this is the R3 also. R3, this is the own loopback of R3, and R3 this update summary route received from the R2. Okay, so this is not good, right? So how to resolve this? Means R3 should be ignore this update, na? So why receive the R3 this update? Because we are not when you configure the summary, that AS path is not installed. Okay, means when we configure here when we configure here of R3 network in where configure that network originator AS path is not available, so that R3 also install that as that summary, and R1 also receive from here like that two path is there. Means it's generated from the R2. Okay, when you so for that issue we can change the configuration like this. We go to the R2, configure the extra command AS set. When configure the AS set, so after R2 create the summarization also, that root will that R3 will be not installed, and now we'll going to the we'll see the output. Okay, now we'll go to this is the summary only. This is the command summary only. If you go R2, I'm showing the what is the BGP configuration. So run session BGP. Okay, session BGP we create summary only. Okay, we are not giving any other command. Okay, now we are configure the AS set. Okay, this command we add. If you see here what is the BGP configuration. Now BGP configuration coming AS set. Okay, now see the in output of the R1 show IP BGP. See this summary route we created, but this is generated from the originator from the R3. It is showing. Okay, if you go to the R3 show IP BGP in R3 is not installed that summary route because R3 when see in AS path on AS it will be don't install that prefix in routing table because loop prevention mechanism in BGP. If BGP see on AS in the AS path list, it's not install the route. Okay, ignore the route. If you see the R2 show IP BGP, if you see here this summary route also generating from the R3, all are R3 because we give the command AS set. Okay, so that's it the lab. So what we did again I will be explain. First we configure all the routers. Okay, first we configure all the router eBGP neighbor. After that we create in R3 some loopbacks and advertise that loopback in BGP. After that see in that update in R1 receive and R2 also receive. After that we create R3 in summary. After that we create summary. This summary I will show you the command. Okay, this summary and R3 we create. Okay, so here not in this command we are not using summary only, so that R1 and R2 receive specific route including summary route. Okay, after that we use this command, add this command. Okay, we remove this command and add installing the this command, configure this command. After that R1 and R2 receive only a summary route. Okay, after that we remove that configuration summary in aggregate address in R3. So after that we configure in R2. What we configure, we are not using AS set first. When we are not using AS set, so that generate from it looks like generate from the R2 only. Okay, so R1 receive from the directly R2 and R1 receive from the via R3 for R2. Okay, so this R3 also that route also receive. So after that this is not good because R3 network R3 receive from the R2. Okay, so that we are using AS set. Once you configure the AS set, we will be see that update. We see that update from the we see that update like the originator from the R3. Okay, in R1 we see this is the output update, and R2 we receive the update from the it originating from the R3, and R1 also it's showing the it is generated from the generating from the R3. Okay, like that R3 also like that R3 also not receive that update. Okay, and we create if you see here one more point, if you see here we create here, so it will be showing the R3 is the originator. In R3 see own S path in the S list, so it is not installing. If you see in R1 this path, if you see in R1 it that for that summary route it's coming, it not directly going via R3, it's going via R2 and R3. Okay, R1 already has that direct path to R1, but because of that created in R2, so that path showing the via R2 and R3. Okay, so that's the lab aggregation, BGP aggregation. Please subscribe our channel BGP Master Class to watch more videos. Thank you for watching.